This episode of Raid Live Arena was brought to you by the number 24,601. Are you sick of your old familiar lucky numbers? Are you sick of the number lucky 13? Maybe you don't think it's so lucky. Maybe you're sick of the lucky number 7. Maybe you're sick of maybe you're Asian and you're sick of the number 4. Try 24,601. It's the new lucky number. Are you sick of the number 1? It's the loneliest number. Or 2 is the loneliest number since the number 1. I'm surprised I haven't seen Armanz yet. Armanz is like ubiquitous at this point. I was gonna kind of gear this video towards complaining about how insanely ubiquitous Armanz is. And I'm not picking him because he's not ready yet. So I have to go with, I don't know. If they picked Rotos, I wanted Rotos too. Okay, I'm going to start with something familiar. We'll go with these two. No, I need a second nuker. Well, I'll go with these two. Yep, 24601. That's the new lucky number. Anybody know where I got that number from? Leave a note in the comments. Where's the number 24601 from? I need a second nuker, so it should be somebody who smacks hard. That's for sure. I could go with this guy. At least he's got a. I could also go with a bomber. Come to think of it, but it's too late. We're gonna go with Volcanon, and I'm gonna get rid of Rotos, or do I want to get rid of Lazarus? I'm gonna get rid of Rotos. Rotos is bad news. So I'm surprised to not see Armanz in this first fight, because man, he is everywhere, and he is annoying as shit. I suppose if I don't see him today, then, I don't have to give as much of a rant about Armanz, but I know I'm not the only content creator that has started going on about Armanz needing a nerf. He is a problem. Something's got to be done about him. Something. I mean, people have been complaining about Polymorph for a long time. They didn't nerf Polymorph, and now they've created a champion who makes Polymorph worse. I assume PLARIUM did that on purpose. I think they pretty much have to have. Well, I'm pretty sure I can just take out Sun Wukong now. So that gets rid of one problem. This is why I like Fenax. Youch. Well, definitely want to get rid of him. And no more revivers, so this is good game. Good game, Oblivion. I'll catch you on the next one. Sure I will. Anybody watch the 3-Body Problem on Netflix? I learned that was the most expensive TV show Netflix has ever produced. And I hadn't realized that, because there is apparently some contention about whether there's going to be a second season. I think it totally deserves one. It's popular. But is it popular enough to justify the insane amount of money that was spent on it? I think it was something like $20 million an episode, which is a lot. It's a lot more money than I have, I'll tell you that. So I want to do my double ally attack. I'm definitely going to want Phenax again. I'm probably not going to want Rhodos because he's got Ultimate Death Knight, but I may still go for him anyway. I think I will still go for Uko. I have been using these two a lot in Classic Arena. I've been meaning to make some videos about them. Oh, and of course he's going for Rhodos. That's why he took the Ultimate Death Knight. So that makes sense. That makes sense now. So I'm going to go for Phenax again. I could even go for Rhonda. And I think I will. I'm going to go for Rhonda. I feel like she doesn't get enough love from me personally. Rhonda, I have nothing against you. And in fact, I've picked you in my arena team. So, oh god, I hate this. I hate it when they have Necrit and Ultimate Death Knight. It makes for a really annoying fight. So I think what I'll do is ban Rhodos. Because Rhodos probably going to be pretty much impossible to kill. And I'm going to go with the Speed Aura. My fastest champion's actually Pedrig. People are probably thinking it's probably her, but it's not. It's actually Pedrig. I made him, I think his speed is 351. And he's in Stone Skin, just in case we get outsped. But in Classic Arena, I've started bringing an epic, Ryan the Conjurer. I'm not gonna dare to bring her to live arena because she's a very specific. It's a specific comp. I guess that's my point. There's a specific comp. It's really good against very specific use cases. So I'm gonna ally attack Sun Wukong. Probably not kill him, because there's just gonna be too much protection on him. I have no idea what this mythical does. Oh, that's what he does. Okay. So I'll go for the strip. Sun Wukong's going to do whatever he's going to do. And let's cleanse. I'm okay with that plan. Then I probably need to just get rid of Ultimate Death Knight, or I could go for the Area of Effect, but you know what? I don't think that's going to work out. So just get rid of UDK. So much for Rhonda. So long, Rhonda. Come to think of it, I have Uko. I could revive her, but I'm not going to. I think I'll wait until I need to revive just a little bit more. Wow, look at that Sun Wukong not die, thanks to that neck grit. So now I think we need that revive. Now we definitely need that revive. So Sun Wukong is frozen. That was lucky. So Rhonda gets a chance. And I think I can shut down that Sun Wukong. Alright, let's just double tap the Necrit. And this might be it. Gotcha. Good game, Zan Danan Glokta. That is a heck of a name. That is a mouthful. Interesting that I haven't seen Armanz yet. Maybe I shouldn't jinx it. And it's just embrace the joy of being able to play this game and not have to see Armanz in every frickin' fight. Or maybe all the people that have Armanz have just moved up. But I feel like it's everybody. Like everybody has Armanz. I mean, I have Armanz. I haven't got around to building him yet. There he is. I knew my vacation couldn't last for long. So I'll take these two. He's probably going to go with Sun Wukong and Arbiter. That's my guess. You often see them together because you want to make sure you go first with Armanz. Interesting that the Armanz is in... oh, wow. Did I ever call it? And he obviously just wants the aura so that he gets to go first. Makes sense. Maybe I'll just go for my usual paradigm then. I'll pick Rhodos last if I can. If I can't, I could pick a bomber. I don't know. Georgian. Okay. So I'll go for Rhodos. This is going to be ugly because now there's a bunch of champions that I'd want to ban. So you know what? Because I want to kind of showcase why Armanz is a problem. I'm not going to ban Armanz this time. Normally I will ban Armanz, but this time, nah. Let's leave him in. Let's see exactly why he's a problem, PLARIUM. PLARIUM, I hope you're watching, or I hope you're watching somebody anyway, because Jesus Christ. You introduced Armanz and gave everyone, or pretty much everybody who cared to get it, a 5-star blessing. So he's got accuracy oozing from every orifice. So he comes in, and he could just stun the whole party. I actually start with a lot of stone skin, but that really hasn't helped me much. I can try to cleanse him, but I figure he's going to be a sheep before he gets a turn. I don't think my Rhodos is particularly slow. He's 230 speed, I think. But anyway, I'm going to resign. You get the point. I've lost that fight. There is no way that team is winning. But what Armanz does is basically he either stuns everybody or he sheeps somebody, starts putting stuff on cooldowns, starts taking control of the turn meter. Basically, he goes, you're just sort of done. You just don't get a turn anymore. And that's why it's a problem, PLARIUM. And I'm sure I'm not the only person saying this. And I'm sure you guys don't even care. This is probably part of your plan. You're like, okay, we're going to introduce this champion that's so broken that people will be grateful when we introduce some way of countering Armanz. So how is the Armanz counter going to work? That's what I want to know. Or just anybody else watching. What do you guys think? What is the Armanz counter? Because right now I'm not seeing it. The counter is go faster and make sure he's dead by the time he would get a turn, because otherwise I got no idea. Just no idea. And I definitely want to go for my ally attack paradigm, so I'm taking these two, these three, or these three. They're probably going to ban Mika. Even just looking at these champions, that's probably who I'd ban, unless I'm stupid and I don't bring a second nuker, in which case you just ban the only nuker. I'm half expecting him to bring the White King, because he's got the White Queen. They usually see them together. I've finally got mine trained up. I could actually start bringing the White Queen and the White King if I wanted to. In fact, maybe I should. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Except he's not bringing them. That's very interesting. Okay. Well, I'll bring Rhodos. And maybe I'll get rid of Leo. Half expecting them to ban Rhodos, but I have no idea. But basically, if Rhodos were not banned and he kept Leo, Leo would be a problem. I mean, I could have placed block buffs. You know, maybe I should have banned RX. RX is a problem too. Although, don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to suggest that RX or Leo are broken and need to be nerfed. Armanz is broken and needs to be nerfed. 100%. Anyone who disagrees, feel free to disagree with me in the comments. Explain to me why Armanz is a perfectly reasonably balanced champion. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear the explanation of how he's balanced, because he's absolutely fucking not. What's going on here? Okay. I'm getting some responsiveness problems from my mouse, I think. Or from the system itself. Is the game freezing? Or is my mouse cursor freezing? The light's still on. And he gave up. No idea why. And I'm going to futz with my mouse for a bit. Is the problem my mouse? Now the light's not coming on. I think the problem might be my mouse. Oh, moved a little bit. Okay. I'm going to need to use a different mouse. I do have a second mouse here. It's not going to be super easy to get to the back of my computer, though. Oh no, it's responding again. Okay, and hopefully this will just work then. I don't know what the heck just happened. Seems to be okay. I hate it when I get technical difficulties in the middle of a video. I mean, it's not like this is exactly live. This isn't live. I could stop it, I could delete it, and never upload it, but I don't want to. So I'm going to start with Mika. So I do recognize that I'm exploiting some of the stuff that I'm kind of saying should be nerfed, because it doesn't make sense to not bring them. I'm bringing 2 6-star polymorph champions with 6-star awakened polymorph champions, right? Because it doesn't make sense to bring anything else. I might, however, attempt to bring the White King and the White Queen. If I can remember where they both are. So there's the White Queen. Well, I kind of want to bring them together. Man, I don't like this order. I'm just going to go with Uko. I lied. I'm not going with the King and Queen this time. I'm going to go with these two again. Maybe I need to put my Rhodos in stone skin. That's what I'm starting to wonder. Because if I'm up against an Armanz and I don't have like an entire team in stone skin, I don't know what to do. So let's get rid of... I mean, if Georgia doesn't get to go first, it probably doesn't matter, so I could just ban the Sify. Without Sify, I think they probably have speed problems. So we'll get rid of Sify. Sify's a problem anyway. Sify has that annoying ass sleep on her A1. What a great champion. RNGesus, give me a Sify. That's who I want. Sify would be great in like every combination that I've ever done. The Helicath team? Helicath team gets completely demolished by Armanz, of course. I mean, anybody that can strip buffs can be a problem, but Armanz is just like triply a problem. So we've got rid of one problem on this particular team. Here comes Armanz. What's he gonna do? He's gonna stun pretty much everybody. And then he's gonna sheep my last guy. So my team is already fucked. I mean, that's it. It's just, this fight's over. I mean, I can't even imagine that this is particularly fun for for Leon Slall over there. Like there's no honor in it. Nothing can happen on my side. It's just done. It's just over. I don't know. Maybe that is fun for some of the people at home. For some of the opponents. I think it's fun to just you know, punch a dummy that can't do anything. Like, this wasn't an interesting fight. I would be ashamed to have won that fight. I'm trying to remember if I still have one from yesterday. I do. So we'll take this one. We'll do 10 fights. Maybe we'll even do 15. We'll see where the day takes us. Maybe the lucky number should be 15. Anybody think 15 is a lucky number? The Ides of March, that's a 15. Okay, so I'm going to go with Mika. One of the things I've found is I basically never have to worry about fighting against an enemy Lady Mikage because I always take her first. I pretty much never see Patty either, and again, that's probably because I take her first. So maybe I'll go for these 3. We get to see Armanz. Is he going to rear his ugly head? Not yet. So I will go for Fenax. And I've started taking Fenax before potential debuffers. Because, you know what though? Because there's only one, maybe I will take Rhodos first. So there's a method to this madness of who do I pick in what order. Basically, I want these 2 at the front because they have the 6-star polymorph. So they're likelier to get polymorphed before any of the debuffs reach the guys at the back row. Then I've got him with his polymorph, even though it's just a 1-star. Would love to get him the 2nd star. I think I even saw it in the shop and then decided I wouldn't bother just because the 2nd star wouldn't really be that much better. Because it takes so long to ascend champions. Anyway, I'll hit confirm. It's fine. But with Fenax, you got the double tap, but that only comes out if there's already a debuff on the enemy, which is why I want these guys who both have debuffs on their A1 to go before Fenax in the move order. So that's why. I think the biggest problem is Taras, but it might be Sun Wukong. I don't know. I'm gonna eliminate Taras. He scares the garbage out of me. The ever-loving bejesus. He could just take hits like the bejesus. And they banned Mika. There's no surprise there. So I've got my chance to go first. And you know what? An ally attack is just going to kill Sun Wukong before it even reaches him. So I'm going to go for Kaimar. I think the timing works out a little better there. Now I may regret that because Sun Wukong may be about to sheep us or whatever. Can't really do anything to him anymore. I can't remove this from anybody at all. It's protected. That sucks. Now let's just hit them. Youch. Let's go after Arby. I'm going to go after Elba. I think this way, Sun Wukong pretty much can't one-shot Rhodos. So that's what I'm banking on. So let's do a cleanse. We have the increased speed. I can pick him up and put him under block damage. I can pretty much gimp her. And then her. I think we got it. Yeah, unfortunately, that block damage pretty much stops him from killing everybody. I think I've basically lost every fight against an Armanz team and have won basically every other fight. So again, this is I'm trying to demonstrate this isn't just opinion. This is a fact. Armanz is kind of a force of nature here. If the opponent has Armanz, I basically lose. It seems to really be that simple. I lose because he does a move which discombobulates the team, and then he does another move, and then he does another move, because he gets turn meter basically for everything. And there are artifact sets that also give turn meter, so I assume people who know what they're doing even put those artifact sets on their Armanz. Hell, that's what I'm going to do. When my Armanz is ready, I'm just going to start using the broken Armanz and picking him first, annoying as it is. Because I don't actually want to use Armanz. I like the ally attack paradigm. I want to be able to use the strategy I like. I don't want to have to be told the strategy is Armanz. That's the strategy. That's the meta. That's stupid. That's not how the game should work. The game shouldn't have one strategy that just beats all the others. That's dumb. It doesn't make any sense. It's not a game anymore. It's like playing tic-tac-toe, except you get X's, and every time you play an X, you then just get to place another X. Of course you're going to win. The enemy doesn't get to place any O's. You're just placing X's constantly. And I should probably pick my guys, eh? So let's go with these two before I can't pick anybody. So we got the Tato Masher King here. Man after my own heart. I love potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. I love baked potatoes, and I love mashing my baked potatoes. So let's go for Rotos because reasons. I don't know. You know what? I could even try this. I could go for... Nah, I'm going to go for Rotos. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of Astrolith. I completely forget what this guy even does. Does it matter what he does? But Astrolith has a tendency to just sort of come out, place bombs. You know what? I assume this guy spreads debuffs. That's kind of maybe what he does. So I'm losing Rotos. Okay. We'll take Uko. There was an opportunity here for me to maybe go for Arbiter as well. Because maybe if one of these days I can go before my opponent with an Armanz, I can just sort of win by going first. That would be something. And I do go first. Cool. So let's take out... I mean, do I want to try to take out Armanz? No, I want to take out Sun Wukong first. This is kind of what I like about the ally attack paradigm. I'm taking out Sun Wukong before he becomes a problem. I suppose I can then go after him next. So, alright, I officially beat an Armanz, but basically only by going first. I still don't know if we're winning, though, because I have no idea what that last guy can do. Just none. And maybe I'm never going to know because the fight's over. Hot Jesus. Any relation to Sweet Jesus? Or any relation to Hot Damn? Or maybe it's just a hot combination of hot damn and sweet Jesus. Sweet damn. Well, I'll go for these two. And I suppose, for my third trick, I can go for Arbiter if she's still available. But I want to guess he's going to go with Arbiter and Sun Wukong. There it is. Did I call it or what? So I'll go for Uko, Fenax, then I don't know. Because it depends what else he goes with. Right now I'm thinking Gaius the Gleeful. Could go with Gaius the Gleeful. And basically, as long as somebody doesn't sheep Gaius, which they absolutely will, it could work. Or I could just go with Rhodos. Like, Rhodos probably makes a lot more sense. I mean, honestly, what I should do is, instead of allowing Armanz to just sort of demolish the team again, let's just take him away. This is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to ban Armanz so that I have to deal with the rest of the team. Fine, so be it. I will ban Armanz because I'm really just not as worried about anything else in the team. Maybe I should be. I know that Inquisitor Shamail, if he's built right, he can just completely hammer through somebody. I guess I'm going to have to send my ally attack against Duchess. So that takes care of Duchess. Well, yeah. I was going to say, he's going to be back, but of course she revived him immediately. That might actually have been a mistake, because Sun Wukong comes back with full turn meter. She revives him with like an empty turn meter. So what's the plan here? So how nukey is this guy going to be? And who's he going to nuke? Okay. It's probably a smart way to do it. So let's see. If I can do this, I want to do it against her. Nope, cannot. Get rid of Sun Wukong. I think we're actually in a pretty good position now, because it's going to be a while before Shamail gets back his heavy nuke, I think. I don't know. He might get lucky and have a bunch of cooldowns. Alright. We'll go this way. She really, really wants to slow him down, but it's not going to happen. He's gone. I win. Probably. I don't know, we still have to have enough healing to stay alive. So these two might be able to stall me out, but I seriously doubt it. Haven't quite killed that Duchess yet, though. But I am going to focus on the Duchess first. Nope, counterattack. Oh, that must have hurt. And well, yeah. So, good game, Hot Jesus. Maybe he's just Hot Jesus because it's, like, really sunny. Or maybe he's just really sexy. I mean, if the depictions are to be believed, Jesus really was quite the sex knight. So we got DXTR with a really, really cool banner. I like the whole casino vibe to it. What was the name of the clan? It was like Casino Royale or something. I mean, it makes sense. So I could try to go for Sun Wukong so that they can't have Sun Wukong. And that might be something. But I don't know. I want my Uko. I like him. I've got him configured to my heart's content. Sometimes he gets to apply some serious debuffs. I know it doesn't happen often. So I will go for Fenax. Do I want to go for the Sun Wukong? Or the Rhodos? I'm going to go for the Rhodos. I'm probably going to ban Georgia just because I'm not going to be able to stop him from going first. Really, the only counter to Georgia that I have, anyway. This isn't necessarily the only one in existence, but it's certainly the only one I have access to. Although, honestly, now I'm wondering if I should just ban Arbiter, because she'll probably be the fastest, but I don't know. Lyssandra's pretty damn fast, too. And the two of them together are going to make it so that I can almost never get a turn. I could, of course, also just get rid of Armanz. But then I still have to deal with Georgia. What a pain in the arse. Let's get rid of Arbiter. That's my final answer. And we'll take Ukko for as much speed as possible. Anyway, you counter Georgia with Goffred. I mean, their names even sound similar, but basically there is an obvious counter to Georgia. It's Goffred. He stops Georgian from just killing everybody. With Armanz, there's nothing. What stops Armanz? Well, apparently the freeze coming from Mighty Ukko stops Armanz, so that's kind of neat. I don't know how good this is going to be, but I'm going to go for the ally attack. I don't have my Rhodos. Oh, I got sheeped. That sucks. Let's try this again. There, we got somebody. And because they don't have an Arbiter, there's no way to get him back. That's one problem solved. One problem out of 4. Lysandra can still turn meter control like crazy. Armanz has all the turn meter control and then change. Like, Armanz just makes Lysandra into a joke. But let's see. I can try to Gimp Armanz. Then we'll go for the health steal. And we're actually in a pretty good position now. We're in a really good position. I could actually take control now with her. I could just stun her. She's not doing anything now. So there, DXTR, I'm controlling you. How's that feel? Do you like apples? How do you like them apples? Alright, we'll do at least one more fight. Or maybe I'll do 6. I don't know. I'll do another 6. I'll do the others. Heck, we've only been here, what, 39 minutes? So we got somebody who's got the Armanz icon. I bet he's got Armanz. I bet he's going to pick Armanz. So I'm wondering if my tune is going to change when I have my Armanz finally at the ready. Now, I do have one disadvantage. And it's, I only actually got the 4th star of the blessing. I didn't quite make it all the way to the 5th star, so I'm going to be missing a little bit of the accuracy. But probably not by enough for that to matter. Wow, this is going to be kind of a nightmare to deal with. So I could go for Arbiter to try to go first. Or I could go for Mighty Ukko. I'm going to go for Arbiter, though. I think that's the smart play. And I'm going to go for Fenax. And my final person will either be her or Rhodos. This is such a good counter to Arbiter, which is why I'm glad I put so many of my champions in Stone Skin. And now I'm trying to remember. Did I put her in Stone Skin? I don't think I did. So I don't think it matters. I could go for... Well, I have to pick somebody now. So we'll go with Rhodos. That's fine. So the smart play is probably just to ban him. But, you know, I wanna kind of... I want to continue going with the problem of Armanz. So you took the counter to Arby and then you just banned Arbiter anyway. Interesting. Well, I'll take the accuracy since that's the only aura that actually matters. Why didn't Patty get an aura that works in arena? Why dungeons? Like 25% is a good percent, but like there's better auras there. Patty deserved a better aura. I am not complaining about Patty though. He is a good champion. No doubt about it. Patty is a good champion. I may not be doing him justice because I keep getting sheeped constantly, but he is a good champion. Anyways, the only legendary that I have at 6 stars of Ascension, and the only other champion that I have at 6 stars of Ascension with Polymorph is Mika. Mika and Patty sitting in a tree. Kissing. Okay. I'm going to take out Sun Wukong if I can. Then I'm going to take out this guy if I can. Nope, I can't. Now we got frozen. This is why Tormund is such a good champion. And I'm also not going to complain that Tormund's particularly broken. There are all kinds of ways of countering Tormund. You can bring block debuffs. I don't have them in this party. If I had a Siphi or I mean, I have champions I could have brought that could do it. But wow, look at this. This is a mess. And this is the thing. It would be bad enough if he just sort of sheeps or stuns, or apparently he's even got provoke, or maybe that came from Tormund. I can't tell. But it's the fact that he gets turn meter after all that, so he's already done enough, and it's his turn again. That's insane. There's no reason why one champion should have that much control. He doesn't need a party. And Polymorph, stupid Polymorph, is the only way that I'm countering him right now, which is ridiculous. Man, it would have been really funny if that wasn't a weak hit, and I'd actually countered him for the full amount. Well, let's try to not get a weak hit again. Oh yeah, there we go. He may still be about to die. Good game, Meiji. Well, I have to claim the chest too. We'll check that gear out later. Whoops! I took the wrong ones. I'm so dumb. I guess maybe we may even do 20 fights in this video. I hope you guys like watching me do arena fights. I'm just going to do a whole bunch of them. And of course, if you don't, you can always feel free to leave. So I'm going to go with Mika. I really don't mind. This is like a completely vacant Saturday morning for me. So Saturday morning, my girlfriend's gone to the gym. I got nothing to do until about lunchtime, which is exactly when this this session ends. So you're going with Ultimate Death Knight and Rhodos. Okay. I'm going to take the Ewes. It is good to always take Rhodos and Ultimate Death Knight together. But I have found that if you take enough ally attackers, you can still do a lot of damage with Rhodos. Even around an Ultimate Death Knight. Do I want to maybe try her? I don't know. And Sun Wukong, no. I want Phenax And I think trying to bomb them won't work. So maybe I will bring Sun Wukong after all. I like the look of that. I'm going to bring Sun Wukong. And I'm going to ban the Rotos. Just because, I mean, look at him. He's got a 6-star polymorph. He's +2. If he ever gets to go, he's just going to murder everybody. Which I still don't think Rotos is broken. And again, I might have a bias because I use Rotos a lot. But I am going to be using Armanz. Yeah, I'm still comfortable banning the Rotos. So let's use the speed. Maybe I should use the accuracy. I'm going to bring the accuracy just because I want to give myself the best possible chance of taking the stone skin off the Mortu Macabre. I assume he's going to be under stone skin. I just assume. And there it is. So we start with an ally attack against the only one that makes sense? Or do I hold off on the ally attack? I don't know. I say we go for it. Let's let the RNG do its thing. If he gets a bunch of perils like right away, then so be it. But what can also happen is you can not get a bunch of perils when you need them. That can also happen. So while it is annoying that he can come out with his peril, he might also not. But let's try to take this away. This is the first attempt. Didn't work. Second, and even a third attempt. All right, no more stone skin. Does he have his peril? That's a big 10-4. I guess I'm going to have to do this without Mika. Do I want haste? I probably do. I don't know. As soon as she gets her turn, she's going to hide him behind a veil. Actually, she's not. She's probably going to hide... Who is she going to hide behind a veil? Him. Because he's now the lowest. So... I mean, we really have to get through this UDK. Oh man, it still hasn't been his first turn. That's bollocks. Okay. Do I want to try the increased speed? Okay, go for the increased speed. Even though maybe I would have wanted to hold off on that in case Mortu just one-shots Phenax with a move that's not peril. Oh yeah, I totally knocked him out. So that's annoying. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do this because it gives me the best chance to reduce the cooldowns. Mind you, I think there's a pretty good chance I'm just gonna lose. Yeah, I'm like two turns away from getting my revive. I do not think this is going to work, so I resign. Yeah, a good game, whoever you were. Mortu Macabre is a good response to whenever I am foolish enough to bring Uko early. But if I bring Uko, I pretty much want him to be ahead of Phenax, so I don't know. So there's Armanz again, surprising nobody. Another thing I could attempt to bring, you know what? I don't think UDK is even that much of a response to Armanz. I'm going to bring Arbiter, though. Arbor gives me the benefit of speed at the cost of some of the potential crowd control I can get from Uko, but the thing is, Uko can't do shit if he's a sheep. So we'll do it this way. I'll take Fenax, and maybe I'll even go for the bomber this time. I'll go for Gaius the Gleeful. And if there's a cleanser here, I'll just ban them. Outside of that, I don't know. Lady Kimmy brings the increased accuracy too, so that's going to make Armanz worse. And of course, when I'm using Armanz, I'll probably just bring Patty, because he brings the increased. I think Armanz is a support anyway. So who should I ban? I mean, probably the Armanz, right? Although you know what, Lady Kimmy, she's gonna bring so much accuracy that it's just stupid. So I'm just gonna get rid of her. And we have the speed. I'm probably gonna get the first shot. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to reach Gaius the Gleeful though. He's probably expecting Gaius the Gleeful to be in Stone Skin as well. I think bombers should be in Stone Skin. Ironically, making bombers the best counter to bombers. I don't know if that's ironic. And maybe, do I want to increase my... Yeah, let's go for it. And we will get rid of, say, Sun Wukong. And Armanz, what you gonna do? He can sheep one of them, or he can stun two of them. Oh, that's weird. Did he go for the sheep and then get sheeped? Is that what happened there? That's strange. I didn't think that could happen. I'll have to look at a replay later. I don't know. Alright, I was about to say, you know what? I'm going to go after Soulless next, but... No, I don't have to. Come to think of it, Soulless had bombs on him. That's the reason why I was thinking, oh, he's got debuffs. The bombs are just going to go off and he was going to die. So the best move would actually have been not the one I went with. The best move would have been to then immediately go after Tormund. Anyway, I'm gonna because I'm caught up in what I should have done in the last fight, and it doesn't matter. He resigned. I won. Get over it, Gavin. Get over it. So you gonna go with Armanz? I'm expecting to see Armanz again. Oh, there he is. So I'm going to go with RB so that I get the first shot. Hopefully. Maybe. Unless they ban RB. I also need to get around to building Eostrid. I haven't actually pulled her yet, come to think of it. She's completely unsummoned. I don't even know when I'm going to get around to building her. I think I really wanted Eostrid on my starter account. So the starter account is working on her. My main account here is not. I'm going to go for Fenax. I could maybe go for... I mean, at this point, there's going to be so much damage resistance. I'm wondering if I should just go after a bomber. Like Gaius. Or maybe the Rat King. Might even put the Rat King first in the turn order, and then Fenax. That's the way I'll do it. So if he brings a second block debuffs champ, and then blocks my Fenax, I'm fucked. I'm prepared to take that risk. And I think that's probably what's even going to happen. I don't know. It's unclear. So now I'm still not sure who I should get rid of. I think Maybe I should even get rid of Narcisse. But you know what? I'm going to get rid of the White Queen. That's how I'm going to handle it. And it gets rid of Fenax. So I'm going to have a lot of problems controlling this team. But I don't think it's going to be impossible. Unless Armanz gets a turn. Then it's over. So we get my increase attack. I can do an ally attack against, say... It'd have to be one of these two. I'm gonna do it against her. The ally attack doesn't work so well against Narcisse because, of course, his passive prevents him from taking really any damage when it's not his turn, or when it's not your turn, I should say. So one thing I could try to do is I could try to annoy him by putting all the stuns out. Now I can actually put the bombs up. Kind of sucks that I didn't manage to place any bombs on her, though. He's the wrong affinity for her, too, so she's going to be a real pain in the ass to get rid of. I don't even know if this fight is winnable, honestly. But at least I don't have to worry about too much crowd control coming from Armanz yet. Really wish I could land something on her, though. Alright. Let's just start beating on her. It looks like she's got a tremendous amount of resistance. Even under our increased accuracy, we're still not hitting her with anything. Wow, man. So in she's going to come with her revives. She probably wanted to wait just a little to be able to revive all three of them, but she'll probably still take what she can get. Weak hit again. Man, that is just not lucky. Let's toss some bombs around. Why not? Do the ally attack against her. Probably buys us a little more time. So far, I think the counter to Armanz is sheep, which is dumb. Because Polymorph was already kind of a dumb game mechanic. And now we've got more of that. I'd like to take stuff on my champions that's not Polymorph, you know? That'd be fun. Of course, him getting extra turns with a bomb on him is going to kind of work against him. So how do we do any damage to Duchess? Maybe I should have banned the Duchess, but I don't know. The White Queen is also a problem, so I don't know. But I might have been better off with that Rhodos. I think she's in regen, too. She's taken a huge amount of health every turn. And we're doing, like, no damage to her. So that's 9,000. No, I'm wrong. She's not in regen. She took no regeneration on her turn. So I don't even know. I could go for the ally attack. But I kind of don't want to, just because I'm anticipating her bringing everybody back in. We're also getting a visual bug here. She is like, look at her. She's not, she doesn't look like she's in spider form, but she is in spider form, which is strange. So I'm going to put my increased speed on my party. I mean, I think if we wail away on her all day, we might be able to get through her. As long as her cooldowns don't come back too quickly. No, but there's the revive. So we'll go for the stuns. We'll go for the bombs. And, you know, because they're all stunned. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's keep it going. I want to reduce the number of heals she could get from that. Okay, well, thank you for resigning, because honestly, I am not convinced I could have kept that going forever. So we're up against Yalek. Is that how that's pronounced? I think I might actually be getting that right. If I'm not, my apologies. So I'll bring these two. And he's got Taras. I probably want to ban the Taras. Do I want to risk this? Maybe. I could also go with Ultimate Death Knight and Rhodos at this point, because it's a good counter to this. I'm going to do it. I probably just want to ban the Taras. I think it almost doesn't matter what the rest of it's going to be. It's just going to be too nasty, and we'll just go with Fenax. So problem one, I don't have a reviver. I'm just going to have to deal with not having a reviver, and he's going to have 4, which can be a big problem. But either Rhodos or Fenax can kind of handle that. Both of them together can definitely handle it, so long as I don't die. So really the only problem on this team at this point is Siegfried. That guy can kill us dead real fast. Also, Sify can still do her annoying sleep shenanigans. So I guess there's 2 problems. Duchess can, of course, hide them behind veils, so maybe that's 3 problems. Extra turn? Cool. Alright, well, let's immediately go for the health. I will go for the ally attack against Duchess. She doesn't even die because she's got Swift Parry on. Brilliant, Yalek. Brilliant. Man. Okay. I probably should deal with some of these buffs. Or all of these buffs, as the case may be. Can probably bring a bunch back. I want to get rid of Sify. I'm just most worried that she's just going to start to put my people to sleep, and that's going to make everything terrible. I want to kill Siegfried. Or Siegfried. I'm not sure if his name is Siegfried or what. Do I want to get rid of that weaken and have the increased speed? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, that is a lot of damage. That is a problem. Okay. I'm going to get rid of her. I'm going to use this on her. And of course you have that. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Arbiter to sleep. Of course, I still got another turn. I don't like this either. Okay, well, I'll knock out her again. Then I'm going to go for the health steal from Arbiter. I mean, the thing is, Siegfried is going to enter his completely crazy mode. Maybe that can't be helped. So we're just going to have to let this happen. So he brings that all about. I can stun them for one turn. I don't know that that helps me all that much. Let's see if we get rid of that. And can knock you down. Rhodos is probably going to start blocking revive soon. Let's ally attack her out. And I think it's over. Full auto. I'm gonna do that ally attack. Good night, Yellet. Good fight, man. I mean, four revivers. Give me a break. But that Siegfried, that's probably my most wanted mythical out of all of them. I really like his whole kit, his whole vibe, his design. I like everything about that champ. PLARIUM, he's OP, but I'm not saying nerf him. I'm saying nerf Armanz. Let's not get lost here. Armanz is the one we're talking about. God, this guy needs a nerf or a decent counter, right? He needs a decent counter. And Polymorph needs a nerf. Jesus. Okay, give me oh, who do I want? I mean, I could go with Sun Wukong. He's maybe not such a bad idea either. I'll take Sun Wukong. Because I'm basically expecting if I don't take him, Mr. Vice President is going to take him. So I'll take him. And seeing stuff like that, I'm thinking, okay, I'll go for Rhodos and Phenax. If he's got a Warlord and he's putting my stuff on cooldowns, I want a bunch of champions that don't need cooldowns. I mean, I used to complain so much about Warlord. He was like my most hated champion, and now I don't even know if he's the top 5 most hated champions for me anymore because there's so many difficult to deal with champions now. I don't even know who to ban. This is actually a really rough team to have to deal with. So maybe we'll ban her. Yeah. We'll ban her. So give me the speed aura. We'll see if I get the first shot. It's possible, but it does not seem very likely. I need to start using some of that supersonic gear. I watched a Saf video yesterday. I think he made the video yesterday, so it'd have to be yesterday. So just talking about just how much turn meter you can get quickly, and also the description is wrong. The 9-piece bonus is not as it says it is. Anyway, it's not in front of me. But basically, it describes the move as having, or describes part 9, bonus number 9. There it is. Yeah, this fight did not last. Bonus number 9. I mean, hell, maybe this is the easy way to do it. Here, I'm going to click on these so that they're the next one that get used. But basically, if I go to the inventory, I'm just going to get some shards, if you bear with me. And we just look at the gear. So we have the supersonic set with its bonuses, all 9 of them. And bonus number 9 increases any fill turn meter effects on this champion by 30%. And it probably should read by this champion. It's basically whatever the champion casts in supersonic. So basically, if you have Arbiter in supersonic, her turn meter boost on the whole party is going to be that much better. So I probably should be using that to my advantage. Right now my RB is still in just my fastest stuff, which isn't even entirely speed gear. 2 of the pieces are perception, but I think it's 2 pieces of divine speed, 2 pieces of regular speed, 2 pieces of perception. So it's close to being as good as it can get. But my RB has not yet broken the 400 speed barrier. I know there are people out there that could do that. Kudos to you. Maybe that'll be me someday, but I am a free-to-play schlub. I've just been at it for the better part of 4 years. So that's why my account's so good. It took a lot of time. Do I recommend it? No. No, I don't. I don't think that a day goes by that I don't kind of wistfully regret ever having started this game. And now I feel attached to it. It kind of sickens me. But anyway, here we go. We're going to go with Fenax. And I guess, hope to high heaven he doesn't bring more to Macabre and give me a really awful day. And I'm thinking, well, at this point I'm definitely thinking Rotos. So maybe I want to just get rid of Siegfried, because he can be a big problem. Harima, of course, can also be a big problem. It's not like there are any of these 5 that are crappy champions. He's got 5 really good champions here. And I will have to pick one. And I don't even know who it should be. I mean, there's a part of me that's thinking, well, it should just be Armanz. Because Armanz probably, like, if Armanz goes, we just sort of die. If we get rid of Siffy, he may not go first anymore, because Siffy is usually the one they put in their fastest gear. Let's ban Siffy and see what happens. So I'll take my fastest aura. I get to keep my fastest champion. I still don't get the first shot, though. That goes to Warlord. Somehow, he didn't manage to put Pedrig on cooldowns. I don't even know how. I don't think Patty's particularly resistant, but I'll take it. Anyway, heck, let's ally attack her. And here comes the crowd control. So we've got 2 stunned champions, which is rough, because he's my cleanser. Maybe I need to put him in 2 turns of Stone Skin. And really, I think the thing preventing me from putting him into 2 turns of Stone Skin right now is because I wanted him to be this fast. Because you want him going quickly. I don't know. I almost think basically when you're sheeped, it should just be automatic. Like don't make me make a decision as to who to attack as a sheep. I don't care. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant what the sheep does. Don't even give me that choice. Anyway, good game, Alejandro. You had 5 really good champions, and I think I chose the wrong one to ban. I should probably have banned Armanz. But it's like I said, I don't want to ban Armanz today. I want to kind of show why Armanz is so much of a problem. This is going to be just a long video showcasing again and again, just so you can see it. And he's got Patty. Spirit's got Patty. I wonder if he's going to pick Patty. I'm all for it, guys. You guys happen to have Pedrig? Go ahead and pick him so that I can't. Otherwise, I'm going to go with him. I really like these guys. Here's what would give me pause. If I had, say, Cardiel or Necrit, I might prefer either of them to these two. It's hard to say. But I'd say basically Cardiel, Necrit, and these two are the 4 obvious best ally attack champions. They're just so damn good. So I'm going to go with Uko. No, I'm going to go with Arby. I want to see if I can get the speed. Although she's probably going to make that difficult, but what I could do is I could just ban Shuzen. Shuzen, that's her name, right? Shuzen? I don't have her. But she's another really good speed control champion. So yeah, I'm gonna go with these two. I'll pick Rodos last, or maybe a bomber if it makes sense. Somebody. All right, so we got Siegfried. Yeah, I almost want to take her. Because she could just shut down his passive and just knock him out. I like that idea. I'm gonna get rid of the speed lead. If he does the same, but he didn't, then I might actually get to go first. Wouldn't that be something? Ooh, and I do. So I'm gonna take my increase attack, and there's only one guy I can ally attack, and I can't exactly take him out because of his passive. But you know what? That's fine. We'll let the passive activate. Youch. Well, I mean, I'm screwed now. Like, he's not going to survive. Okay. Anyway, good game, Spirit. Well, as a thought experiment, if I see Spirit again, who do I pick? Because I'd probably want a team that's tanky, because from the looks of that front line, there's not really any way to blitz through it. So the alternative is to be tanky. Of course, even a tanky team is taken apart by Armanz, because Armanz just takes apart everything. There isn't really anybody that stops him. Who stops him? Please let me know in the comments or in the clan chat. If you happen to be one of the viewers that's already in my clan chat, if you're not in the clan chat and you are a viewer, you should join the clan chat. Why not? You don't have to be in the clan. You just join. You just come hang out. There's a lot of cool people there. There are other content creators there. Well, at least Mr. Burrito Slayer's there, because he's my main deputy in my main clan. Not to throw shade on either of the other deputies, but Mr. Burrito's been deputy from, like, not day 1, but since, like, I want to say day 14. I had a deputy for like the longest time who'd been there since day one, and then she kind of has taken a break, and we haven't seen her in a while. I should check up on her. But she brought in Mr. Burrito Slayer pretty quickly. So he's like almost as old as the clan itself. Also, he's a better content creator than me. So, Mr. Burrito, if you happen to be watching, I love your stuff, man. Keep it up. Also, see you later in the chat. So I'm going to start with Mika. Then I'm probably going to go for Patty. Polar Beer, I love it. I love the name Polar Beer. And he's got Armanz, because of course he does. So I'll go for RB again. Maybe I'll ban the Siffy this time. See if there's any chance of going first. This is the other thing. I mean, Armanz even comes with an arena aura. So there's no need to even pair him with a speed champion. He just kind of has it all. I maintain, I bet you, I can build Armanz, and then I'll just start bringing him solo into fights. And he'd probably just do it. I mean, maybe bring somebody to do some of the nuking, but man, what a broken champion. So I'll bring Phenax. Rotos is probably the other one that I want. Maybe I want Sun Wukong at this point. I'm probably just going to ban Narcies. I might even say, okay, Sun Wukong, you're going to be position 1. You'll be position 2. Like that. These will be my 2. And I'm hoping there's not too many revivers here, because really, if they ban my Phenax, we might be here all day. So I'm going to get rid of Narcies because I can't ally attack him. That's probably one of the 2 biggest problems with this strategy. Guys, again, if you see a big glaring problem with my strategy, please comment. I'd love to hear it. I think this is a really solid strategy. But I'm sure there are problems with it. I mean, one of the problems is RB often kind of encourages the enemy to bring Torment, so that RB immediately triggers the freeze, but I'd like to think I've kind of already handled that by bringing a bunch of Stone Skin. Sun Wukong is not in Stone Skin, though. Maybe he should be. Sun Wukong in Stone Skin often gives people a really bad day. So I'll go for the turn meter boost and risk it. I'm not sure I can actually take anybody out, but let's try it. Why not? Oh yeah. So no more Torment, but of course Armanz is just gonna kind of have his day and get stunned. He did the stun, and he got polymorphed by Patty. I assume that's what happened. I'm gonna let's take the big. I don't know. Here, let's do the AoE. Wow, these guys are tough. And my Sun Wukong is so slow, and I know that's a problem too. Alright. And I don't exactly want to use this yet, because I think it's kind of irrelevant. I don't know. If I put increased speed on Arbiter, maybe I'll get a chance to use her before Siffy gets her turn. And let's do the turn meter boost. Maybe this will actually let me do something. But, well, good game, Polar Beer. I didn't expect that to actually be a one-shot, but that is the one thing that I know I did right in the build. I gave my Sun Wukong ass loads of damage. I am running out of water. And that means we're probably winding down the video. So, in case I don't remember to say this at the end of the video, thanks for stopping by, guys. I do enjoy making these videos at times. I think this is my favorite mode to do videos on, just because it's nice and easy. I can just sit back and play the game, and you know, complain about stuff, because everybody loves to complain. I know I sure do. So how about I guess I'm probably going with Uko. I could go with Sun Wukong. I mean, you know what? He's so good. Sun Wukong's good. I should bring him more. And basically, if I see this shit, I know he wants Sun Wukong next, so let's not let him have Sun Wukong. Let's take him. It's a way to kind of mitigate the whole sheepiness of the thing. And then he's bringing Tormund, so I can't counter with Tormund. I mean, that's good. Not that I was going to anyway. I do have Tormund built out. I probably don't use Tormund as often as I should. So if I see him, I think, okay, we're probably going to need Rhodos. Or wants, you know what I mean. And do I even need Fennex at this point? I figure I'll just go for Fennex anyway. I'm not going to bother trying to do a slow fight. Bring somebody tanky. Maybe I should bring somebody tanky, I don't know. And now I'm thinking the obvious choice is Armanz. Like, without Armanz, I think I've basically got this fight. But I want to leave Armanz to show why he's so much of a problem. So here we go. Now, how would I go about nerfing Armanz? I don't know. The turn meter fill is really cool, but the stuns do so much damage to the enemy's ability to do anything that it's kind of like, what's the point even? So here, I'll try to cleanse them. Hopefully somebody will get a chance to go. But I don't know. They are very slow. So he sheeped me and sheeped himself. I am trying to figure out how that happened. Because my Rhodos does not have polymorph. So I don't know what the heck happened there. Or was this not Rhodos? Did I make a mistake? Is this... No, but it is. Because it's magic. I was going to say, was this Uko? No, it wasn't Uko. And in fact, I didn't bring Uko, did I? Lady Mikage was the one that got banned. So, yeah, here's what my sheep will do. Who cares? So how did Armanz get polymorphed by his polymorph move? Like, it's almost like they built in a counter to his own move? I don't know. This doesn't make sense to me. Can anybody tell me how Armanz is sheeping himself while sheeping someone else who doesn't have polymorph? Now, Pedric has polymorph, but he didn't hit Pedric. And he didn't apply any debuffs to Pedric, I don't think. Unless I have the skill wrong. Like, if we go to the index, Barbarians, Armanz, places a sheep, debuff cannot be blocked, then a 75% chance of removing all buffs. Oh, it's attempting to remove buffs from enemies. That's what did it. So he tried to take the buffs off Patty. That's what sheeped him. So that's interesting. So I don't know. Again, polymorph is maybe the best idea I can come up with for how to deal with an Armanz. Also, for the record, I totally would have had that fight if I'd banned the Armanz instead. Good God. But I don't really like the sentiment of, well, then just ban the Armanz then. I don't want to have I don't want to have to ban one champion. Again, that defeats the spirit of choice. There needs to be choice. I want to be able to choose. He's probably going to go for Rotos, eh? I'm fine with this plan. I'm going to go with Arbiter. She's been good to me. I'm going to go with Arbiter. But it defeats the spirit of choice. If your game makes it so that you do this and this is right, and you do anything else and it's just wrong, there's no choice. Part of why people like these kinds of games is because it does give them choice. This is a champion collector. I have hundreds of champions to choose from. There should be choice. That's all I'm saying. There should be choice. So I'm going to go... No, I don't want to go Throtos because of Ultimate Death Knight. That's going to make it really, really hard. So maybe I'll go with Phenax, and I could even go with a Bomber, maybe. Just to finish off the day with a Bomber. Or I could go with Rhonda, who can at least shut down passives and stuff. That is what I do like about Rhonda. I mean, really, either of these champions can just shut him down. Rhonda can pretty much get through Ultimate Death Knight. I'm just going to get rid of Rotos because he scares me. And I'll go for the speed. I'll finish my water. And here we go. Last fight. Last fight of the day. So I get the drop on them. So let's ally attack. Maybe I want to ally attack her. Just to kind of put a time limit on this fight. If I can. So she's good and tough. But I can ally attack her again. So I'm just gonna... There she goes. That's what I like about having two ally attacks. So now she's sheeped. Let's make sure I don't choose the wrong move. So yeah. Let's do this. No more Sun Wukong. So we're actually in pretty good standing now. So how did I beat Armanz this time? By going first. And even then, it's not clear. Like, if he manages to take control of this fight, it's still over. But anyway, PLARIUM. Armanz is a problem. He needs to be nerfed, or there needs to be an obvious counter. Polymorph is also a problem. It needs to be nerfed. Introducing a champion that takes advantage of an already needs to be nerfed mechanic and just, like, brings it up to 11. PLARIUM, fuck. Fix it. And to everybody else out there, thanks for stopping by. See you on the next video. Take care of yourselves.